since we're talking about Trump and like just past what could have been, what do you think about the El Salvador camps? Did you see the Google images that came out?
I have not. Let's look this up.
Yeah, the Google images are like the map of the El Salvador camp, which they've cleaned it up recently, but it looked like there was just blood spots.
Oh, yeah. I remember you sending me that.
Yeah.
I think it's awful. I think that's been a El Salvador
death
camps.
Yeah,
I think that's just deplorable behavior from Trump. I posted something on Twitter because I don't know who the guy was.
I don't think it's any. Look up Google Maps. Put Google Maps at the end of it.
That fourth one.
Oh yeah,
the third and fourth one.
Third and second and third too. Yeah, pretty much all those top ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You sent me this picture before, but now that even looks clearer now that that's blood.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably edited to make it look a little bit, because it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't really look like that, but it did look like it could be like a pile of bodies, and that's where they sent the guy who. They sent a guy over there who definitely wasn't supposed to be, and they just can't get a hold of him.
The MS-13 guy?
Yeah, who they were saying is MS-13.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know what the legitimacy of that is. Like, I've heard varying different things if he was actually MS-13 or if, like, they photoshopped his hands.
Dude, they posted, like, Trump was, like, we did, he's not coming back, and we did it, like, just bragged about it after all this stuff came out, too. It's like, are we becoming a Nazi state, right? Like, in front of our, like, is that what's going on? And where are they going to draw the line? Like, to U.S., like, if they're just taking people who have rights to be here, who are citizens, that they're like, oh, find out after, like, well, he was MS-13, so we did it a favor. It's like, where's the line going to be drawn? If you're talking against the government and, like people are listening too, especially, like, are they going to come after you? And what are their rights going to be? What loophole are they going to find to try to send you out, saying that you're, like, not American or not a citizen because of how you're talking against the United States?
No, yeah, exactly. I think the line is going to get, it's going to expand even more to, like, okay, now, I mean, like, think like COVID, right? Like, think if that happened again in this climate. Like, if Trump was pro-vaccine, but, like, what if they started doing that, saying, like, hey, if you're not going to get vaccinated, we're going to deport you.
Yeah, and what's even scarier is how the people acted during COVID and how they treated people who didn't get vaccinated or didn't, like, follow the rules. Like, that's the scary thing, is the mob mentality after that, because they're scared. That was the thing about COVID, is they scared the fuck out of people. Yeah. To where people treated other people different, even though, like, COVID now, we look at it now and it's like,
not big deal.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it definitely hurt people. Like,
yes, and people died. Deaths. Yes, it did. But, like, in the grand scheme, it wasn't like a very deadly disease. And, like, you can say that it was because we social distance and stuff. But, like, part of that time, the protests were happening. People were out in the streets.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
And then, like, it wasn't a very long shutdown in Iowa. Like, Florida was going hard pretty quick. Like,
well, yeah, and I mean, it's been a while since I've looked at this, but I think I remember, like, the cities that were more locked down actually had higher, like, cases and deaths. And that's kind of the problem, too, with all those is, like, I know at least in the beginning, like, they would, so if somebody, like, died and had COVID, they would count that as COVID death. Mm-hmm. Not, like, it was caused by COVID. So, like, if you, like, died of cancer, you had a heart attack.
That's true. How many flu? Do you think people just died of influenza? Like, says there's deaths for influenza, and I think the deaths for influenza were lower that year.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that. Yeah, it's all fucked up, man. Well, going back to the MS-13 thing, I remember posting on Twitter, like, sharing that picture of Trump, and I was like, okay, if we did this to people with government badges, like, would that be okay? Yeah. Would it be okay for us to just start shooting everyone who's a government official? I mean, I don't think so. No. I don't think that's right. But it's the same mentality of these MS-13. I mean, I don't think it's accurate to say that everyone that's affiliated with a gang is, like, a bad person. Like, there's a very, like, can you look that up, actually, Molly, what the acronym for Bloods is? Like, the acronyms for Blood and Crips, it's mostly
and they
just
take care of each other, especially, and they'll do things that, like, they have to do. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, gangs are dangerous, and they will. But I mean, if you don't disrespect them and you just, like, don't associate with them, they're not really going to cause you a whole lot of issues.
While Crips and Bloods aren't acronyms in the formal sense, they've been given backronyms in some cases. Okay. Crips is sometimes associated with Community Restoration Progress, and Bloods with Blood Brothers or Brotherhood of Loyalty and Order. Additionally, Crips has been used in derogatory terms like Crip Killer by some Blood members. CK is a common acronym used by Bloods to represent Crip Killer. Okay. So maybe not like
but like that's verbatim. True, like community restoration like Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, like LA, huge, like really tried to build his communities up, and like that's what he was known for, and that's why it sucks that he got shot dead in his own community.
Yeah, well, I think the thing you have to think about when you think about this is like, yes, like when these gangs commit violence, that's not good. Like I want to state that like for the record, like it's not good when they commit violence. It's not good when they steal from people. Like those things are awful.
Yeah.
But what does the government do? They do the same fucking thing. So I think it's really hypocritical to say like, okay, we're just going to give in to this gang, like the U.S. government. We're going to say, okay, what that gang is doing is okay, but this gang isn't. Like if you were to say that every person who identifies with one of these organizations, one of these gang members, is vilified, then you can make that same logic about the government.
Yeah,
and that's just not true.
Evil shit it's just like we know, like there's stuff that's coming out, like there's some evil shit that happens behind the scenes, and even like in local communities, like cops can do bad shit all the time, but you can't like they don't want us to judge cops on one bad apple who fucking put their knee on a black man's neck and fucking until he died. Like,
exactly.
But they don't want us to say all cops are bad, even though that's a fucking evil thing to do. Yeah, so definitely hypocritical, but they're doing what they got to do to try to really just mass expedite like illegal citizens. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've never supported the mass deportation stuff, but I feel like if you were to do it by legal status, I can at least wrap my head around the idea.
And it's just like not peaceful. I was watching them break into like they were like, we're waiting for our lawyer, and they like were fucking busted open the back window to try to unlock the fucking front door, dude. They were just like, they waited for a little while, but like it's like these ICE agents are not friendly. They're dickheads. They look like dickheads. They look like they're there to intimidate you and like once they get you, who knows? Like you're probably not gonna find you. You're gonna get sent to a camp, probably get sent away, and who knows? Like then you got shit like those camps and like those Google images popping up. It's like if those truly are like modern day concentration camps, like where people don't have rights, they don't even have like living conditions. Really, it's disgusting.